awesome, and I do mean awesome in gaming. For some reason, I do not have a camera here. We're gonna have to explore that. Got the webcam overlay. Got it on my TV. We could probably crank the music a little harder. Who wants to hear some Ultima music? Alright. Webcam. Shoot. Alright, well I found the problem. Toggle that on and off. There we go. Here's me. So I found me a raft. In case you did not get that from the title sequence. There's going to be a lot of blue in this one. So I did cut earlier. And just kind of we're rocking around. You can see the different characters, right? So you're playing the avatar, that was me. You get to pick out your portrait. This is Dupre. So what you do is you go through and Dupre, Shimino, and I will always accompany you on your journeys. You get to Britannia from a moon gate, and you pretty much pick up different peasants and go adventuring with them too. So we got the Castle Mouse, Sherry, which was such a good Easter egg. She's such a fun character. She talks. The only difficulty is things like there's a swamp area, so the reason I stopped is I can't get through it. You can wear swamp boots, you can do like horses, do all sorts of things, but the bottom line is when you do that, Sherry can still get poisoned because she can't go on a horse and she can't wear swamp boots. We picked up Blaine, he was the juggler with the gypsies. The short version of why we're here, the gargoyles boiled out of the underworld and they took over the shrines. The shrines are the most important thing in Britannia. They represent the 8 virtues in their religion. So the gargoyles came and took over their religious spaces, and we just can't have that. The whole place starts falling apart. Everybody gets worried. So we're going to do a little bit of exploring in the harder to reach spots before caving and just going through and grinding out the shrines, basically. You find the city attached to the virtue. There are 8 of them. We already did the Shrine of Compassion. And then you track down the mantra. Generally, you have to get along with the mayor to do that, so you get to live the city's story until he trusts you. He or she. So let's explore around a little bit. Great terrain options. They have terrain as a hazard. Mountains are almost impossible to get around. They do have caves in them. There are cave systems. There is an underground system. That's pretty cool. I wonder if I should bridge this. I just want to check out and see like what's south of here. See if it's worth it, you know? Shimino looks like, so as you can see, you can carry a certain amount of stones. I can carry 42 stones worth of stuff, and I'm at 31 with the raft, so it's extremely heavy. My guys are pretty buff, so. Got some sort of volcanic action, that's pretty cool. Oh cool, okay, so this looks like it leads up to something. We'll go check that out. Ooh, thou art not upon a sacred quest passage tonight. Yes, I am. Lord British himself sent me on this quest, sir. My shoulder's feeling a lot better, so I just gotta, like, finish with working it out and getting back up into shape and stuff. I can move it now. If you were along for that particular ride, what a mess. They have a lot of Easter eggs. So Ultima was a cool world because it did more than tile sets. So Lord British would make a new engine every time, and you know, obviously introduce things like environmental hazards, and knew that he was expanding the genre of computer gaming. At the beginning of any sort of you know, explosion, especially a non-tangible and entertainment explosion, there's a lot of focus on keeping that momentum going. Ooh, how cool! We got a Kraken. I can always just vacate, so like if I can't hit someone in the water, I can move away. So we definitely don't want to go out on the raft there. You can break off from the party and solo it, and then you just pop it back on if you're close enough the party catches up with you. Sherry can go through mouse holes, so there's ways to overcome everything about, you know, everything that might hang you up. The raft, right now we're stuck because I can't get to a boat yet. I'm hoping to run into a pirate, steal their boat, that's worked in the past. Ultimately, like I said, we're probably going to just kind of do the shrines unless I can whoops onto something super cool. That must have been one of the end boards because I couldn't get into it yet. So when you get that sort of, you know, where it warns you off, it's really because it's an end board. Oh, I could have screwed up and moved that away from to where I couldn't get to it. That would have been a mess. Alright, so that is reflective for our people. Oh look, bunnies! The mouse in keyboard was really cool. You can also use, you know, the hotkeys. You can't enter combat until you have combat mode on. So, oops, this is kind of kicked off here. This whole section right here is where you turn off the non-combat, look at things, grab things, and so on. Because obviously your party moving around isn't naturally going to interact like that. But you also don't have an option wheel that pops up like you do in adventure gaming. We're killing like this herd of rabbits. Alright, cool. So we have some sort of enchanted castle, I assume, because it has killer rabbits in front of it. Like, what else could it be? So I'm gonna try and pick this lock. The lock picks are behind my head. I always carry them. I just think it's the coolest feature. I don't know why you would ever be stopped by not hitting up a provisioner. I think I can have Sherry leave if I need to go east into the swamps. So. Oh my gosh, look, two-headed crocodiles? That's crazy. I do not want to fight that. That's like twice the power. Twice the DPS. We'll see if there's a different way in, because there's some sort of, like, I don't know if I can pull the portcullis, like if I can get a magic spell, but that's not going to happen for me right now. shoot, I stepped in a environmental hazard. I was just talking about the swamps. These can actually poison you, so now I'm poisoned. Great. Right underneath me is where they are in combat. You can change that up by pushing on the swords, and that's how we fall out when I hit that combat button. So you do pick that out, you know, in advance. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead here because we do go for a very long ride around the island, and it is empty. That's kind of one of the reasons I dropped these down to this. A lot of people are looking at them for walkthroughs, but a lot of us like the nostalgia. Unfortunately, stumbling around in the dark is something we want someone a little more proficient than that. Alright, so I run around for most of this, looking at the raft. Link in the description below if you do want to play along. It's like nothing bucks on GOG. So hit that up. Most of all, smash subscribe. If you hit subscribe and the bell, it'll pop you up a little thumbnail, and that'll let you know what we're doing for the day. So if you are following the series, we did kind of a side quest. I found the islands to the southeast of, what's Tinkerland? I want to say Minnock. But yeah. And then now we're kind of exploring around, so super cool, super fun, love the game. Also down there is Gamer Grind, Gamer Coffee delivered to your door. They'll put your logo on merch for like nothing bucks. KOFI, buy this chick a coffee, $1 make me smile, or, you know, support us on Patreon. Most of all, hit subscribe, hit that bell. We love you guys. We love that you're always along with the ride, and we'll see you in the next video. Going on a journey. Light a torch on my raft. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. Like, wouldn't you just do that? If you had a torch. You can tell what time it is, you can tell the hit points. They have little characters. Oh, and we fell off the edge of the world. Love you guys! See you in the next video. It's the end of the world.